August 24, so message also be me a subscriber button now click the notification icon so send a bit of update be also be ejabo ejanya bedu. Finally Stonebwoy abe reply Tinny after say Tinny I refer to Stonebwoy Mekrikwi and Prince Chega win at Hate FM etu no Tinny eka edema no say omoye fools no Stonebwoy edit Tinny response banana pay and a Stonebwoy kopie mu Hate FM and dem bisa Stonebwoy say na ye bia Stonebwoy me sure so what it in somewhere Tinny abeka in case mo amontin somewhere Tinny abeka ni na say Stonebwoy no ekopie mu Hate FM on that faithful day with Negrekwe and don chega no mo ka chen say ya o men kasa bi ese Tinny de ne ka ama confiscate Tinny ka e de ekosi police station and tie no na Stonebwoy koto so na Stonebwoy yes oh and the eka no de say o police station de obetua eka no e de ama Tinny na Stonebwoy etua eka no wie no ma say backlash be back akra manfo twa bo Tinny say it Tinny upon ni nyum bebre awabo ina 2000 Ghana cedis sebi omanimu a 2000 Ghana cedis keke and a Tinny enia na de amafo e de twetwe Tinny wo social media so e ma Tinny cha ne ma me kra F00l no ebisa ne say na de na ote ho no ma yegu n'anim ase e say eno ena nam so ma Tinny kopie mu abeku Santana show so e we kwan so video so okay FM no Tinny so tutu money Stonebwoy ene Mekrikwe ne Prince Chega from so we fools na anapa we ena Stonebwoy nya adaje enso kopie wo Hit FM krona okotua Tinny ka wo ho no ena no so de response abre Tinny na according to Stonebwoy no na Tinny make some gestures bia a prove each and say Tinny penasem na Afia as we hu no play say response at Tinny de by na cha de ba kom say Tinny no otan no enye bibia otan na Tinny because on Stonebwoy no oye papa bebre ma manfo kra na e ma bonten but we no okoye na o show good faith e de ma Tinny because Tinny aba na nyom so pen what you say I say nyom no e hit ni ade it no say eja akopie event bi so say na e so to me e boa Tinny so okwan bi so a na no kwan aso na so Tinny atemde obe na tem a wan dwe hum yenu no e che plane say Tinny no on pen asem de da na sa opportunity na wenya no e no de akeka na dwen e da che on Stonebwoy yenko enkotie Stonebwoy mo ayo de ba na pay wo Hit FM embra
don't know. So I say make I hail them and run away. So say, oh, you don't go come, oh, you do already with that. So by the time I got in here, they were talking about an issue already on radio. I was not really paying attention. Right. But before I sat, I had to see the video back to be sure, that's to be able to. So before I sat, and the conversation had gone to a point where Chega just threw it to me and be like, oh, so if somebody pay something around those ends, say, oh, Stone, like this one, if you go fee, you go nice, so that's how he presented. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because before I start, I remember hearing something about Tinny. So I'm like, why not? And I think I must have. I didn't really even pay attention to what it really was, if the amount. So I was, but irrespective, boss bibi sana, I'm saying, oh, why not?
So you didn't even know how much money was involved?
The video is there. The video is there. Sometimes when you talk that thing, you forget some things. Me especially,
right.
So the video is there. So bang, I just sat down, and then the guy, and then I said, yes, why not? So I think the guy wanted to continue to talk and explain, and I said, no, that one I don't know about it, but the forward way they need. Okay. Specifically like that, where it's, oh, boss, if you say so, the others. Okay, so I said, then we're going to leave the money with Don Chega, okay, so that you can come and pick it up.
Right.
God knows. At that time, I had settled in already. I didn't even say, oh, I go send you. There are some ways that you can say things that would mean that you want to take shine off of the thing. So I said, I would leave it with Don Chega so that you come and collect. There was nothing relating to Tinny. At that point, I didn't forgotten about whose issue it was. Okay. Honestly, done. We went out there. I used the ATM. I left it behind, and I know we left it. Further on, I saw a lot of news. I chanced upon a few that I wouldn't even retweet because it will sound some way or it feels some way when somebody sees it. Because we have fans who are really happy when we do some of these things and use it against other people. But I don't condone that level. So time passed, and then when I heard, I think it was Hagler who sent me the video. Have you seen this? Mahaka. I'm like, hey, what is loading? Make us see what it be. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm not really surprised about school. And then it fled in the news. It's all over. But it's a real effect. I really felt sad because I've been knowing that a lot of people don't like me. I've been knowing, but I don't take it to heart. I still manage to do me. I'll be honest, in this industry, I've faced my fair share of hatred, and I'm still facing it. I think it's generally because, people have their own fears and have their own scars that, it's only reflecting on other people, where it's really not supposed to be. You see, Tinny is somebody I've respected, irrespective of knowing his stance, when it comes to a few things. We still have to respect him because it's based upon their fabric that we're here today. You know what I mean? It's based off on other people's fabric that they came. Still is going to be based off on our fabric that other people will come. That thing is something I really, really need for people to pay attention to, especially artists. Like, no matter how new, big, fresh you get, you have to have that understanding that people have built that block to a point. So I never put dirt on people's name without any cause, because we are all humans, So when Tinny just went on that hard, it hit me because see somebody with an open heart and that, but I didn't take it too deep. It only now closed it for me where he really stands. Maybe when you see a tweet or two and it's all vibes, but now you understand that, look, this guy didn't even take time to check it. And you could have called me before, you could have no, like, bro, I was just walking and I saw something I could deal with and I dealt with it. And even so, I had to thank the guy. I'm like, you could have chosen not to accept. Right. When he thanked me on air, I said, no, thank you too, because you could have said no. That whatever you have in mind, you are pushing it. Maybe you want it to go to and the thing is with the police. And if somebody says something is with the police, I think it is believable, Kakra. Because a police force is a legal institution. You can't just lie on police and say the thing is there. So that was one thing that made me know, say, even if I had to think on my toe, it is true a situation to deal with. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a police now, or can I say, and a land guard be an EBBA, instantly I know, so this, we for wait, make we check if it's a credible situation. So big respect to Tinny. Whatever made him say that, I think his reason that he added to the interview at the time that I didn't call him before or after, I think is flawed. It doesn't warrant for you to, squeeze me in such a manner to insult my intelligence when I think that we owe you guys the respect at least, just like other people should owe us the respect to also. But this is what you face, bro. I'm telling you, there's a lot of talk love, but there's no action. I can point and beat my chest that I'm one person who doesn't talk love, but I show a lot of love inside and within. I'm very honest. There are so many things that you don't hear, you won't hear, but when you get to hear them, then you give me my stone. Any Stonebwoy anyway. Yeah, but people talk love, they don't show love. They don't know love. So
when you saw the video and the insults that came with it, what was your first reaction? Your immediate reaction?
Yeah, it just finished it for me to know that, like, you might take it lightly, but take it serious. Sometimes you forgive people and you forget things and you realize that, oh, we're all cool. But that only reminded me, which is even normal, that look, people don't like you like that. The signs he show, or this tells it for sure that he don't like you.
So will you work with him?
You see, I'm not sure I would want to work with him now. The truth be told, I'm sorry how they're going to turn this around. But if you can realize, over the past times, I've only released a song. Myself, I've only released Therapy in a while. and I'm about to drop a next one. I think why I am not working with anybody, not just him, I've had a lot of phone calls to do features that I've not really shown, you know. They should remember that I'm the same one who will pick a phone or go on Instagram and hit up Mr. Drew to say, let's do a joint. So it is time now that I'm focusing on for my next project. So that's the only reason why I may not work with anybody within this period until after my, you know, probably after my album is dropped. And even so now, it goes beyond just my decision to do a collab with somebody, because we are now working at a level where we're striving to want to hit the next level. So it should be understandable. Like, working with any foreign artist or any foreign mind understands this easily. To be honest, I've worked with people that I can't.
Therefore, there's a muti and there's a Stonebwoy and some of Kaka, I don't know, just a tiny a boy toy and a Stonebwoy so far buana. Tinny Hates FM wato e de amane Tinny e wo KFM nti e be hwe de nsem be kokosi de besi bia de ho updates ene mu chemu e be bro gossip 24 so message also be following on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Maybe I gossip24.com and gossip24 TV background.